Call it what you want. Cricket here at the TU, in this amphitheatre, in this cauldron, things happen. Naren Sow, the new man to the crease. They want the second, they're not going to take it. The last 30 deliveries alone, HD. 39 runs and 6 wickets.
You can understand the manner in which they've gone about trying to post this total, because when you have such a good platform to work with, you're going to come in all guns blazing, and that's what virtually every batter has done. And in the process, they've lost an enormous amount of wickets, but they are posting something very significant in a final here. This fella has 4 off just 1 ball. Underused, maybe.
They'll probably try to run the second. They've got nothing to lose in doing so. Oh, he's dropped it. They might run a third here because the bails are off. Chaos again. 2 runs to the total and the wicket, the run out at the non-striker's end. That's Ishant Pandey, who's gone. Oh, cricket in Nepal. You can never take your eyes off it. You can never predict it. You just never know what will happen next. One thing's for certain though, the Sudurpaschim Royals, they've posted 184 for 9 in the grand final.
This had to be one. I mean, they hadn't even turned when he started to throw the ball. Oh, the keeper has made such a hash of that. Milanta. It should have been one. They get 2. The Bolts, they've got some batting to do.
Well, it's a completely different game from the qualifier too, but there's shades of it, isn't there? That was a low-scoring classic. Are we now in for a high-scoring classic? Because the Sudurpaschim Royals have posted one of the highest totals of the tournament. Being honest, they should have got to 200. They should have been the first team to do that in this first season of the MPL. It was a flying start, led by Saif Zaib, who played so well for his 69 off 43. Big word too for Binod Bandari with 41 off 31, continuing his excellent tournament. The rest though, only bits and pieces.
Oh, the critical thing there's only one batter in Arif Sheikh who has scored less than a run a ball. Otherwise, everyone else is more than a run a ball. Major Partnership was the one right at the top, 117 of just 74 deliveries. It set the platform. The rest came in. Oh, they played like millionaires. They had to play like millionaires because 200 was on the cards. They only end with 184. Still a good one.
For me, all a bit too chaotic. A little bit of panic set in. I know 184 they'd have taken at the start of the day without doubt, but I think they could and maybe should have got more. But a special mention for the 2-3 wicket haul.
तिमलाई गुलाब सारै मन पर्छ है अनि चन्दनको सुगन्धले मनलाई शान्त र पवित्र बनाउँछ
मङ्गलदीप गुलाब चन्दन पूजा अगरबत्ती
शिक्षा र खेलकुदका माध्यमले विश्व मानचित्रमा चिनिँदैछ मेरो सिटी अफ क्रिकेट धनगढी अनि यो शहर चिनाउन अगुवाई गर्ने मेरो कलेज मेरो एसपीए कलेज मेरो गौरव
सिद्धार्थ एसआईपी मा लगानी किन गर्ने आफ्नो बच्चाको उज्जवल भविष्यको लागि आनन्दसँग रिटायरमेन्ट बिताउनको लागि आफ्नो सपनाको घर लागि लङ टर्ममा धेरै फाइदा पाउनको लागि त्यसैले सिद्धार्थ एसआईपी मा हरेक महिना सानो सानो लगानी गरी लङ टर्ममा धेरै फाइदा पाउनुहोस् सिद्धार्थ एसआईपी आज एसआईपी भोलि वीआईपी
भाइ दुईटा चिसो रेड बुल गर्दिनु नि
भाइ रेड बुल के दिएको यो रेड बुल भनेपछि रेड बुलले चाहिन्छ
रेड बुल असली नेरोजा अब संसारको जुनसुकै ठाउँबाट
आयामी गरेको पैसा सजिलै प्राप्त गरौँ
डाइरेक्ट सुपर वालेटमा
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
And the winner of Miss Nepal World 2023 is Miss DHI, Sricha Pradhan.
नमस्कार, म मिस नेपाल र मिस DHI श्रिचा प्रधान। मेरो यो जितको खुसीमा मलाई साथ दिने DHI ले हजुरहरूको घरमा पनि धेरै खुसी ल्याउनेछ। Wishing you all a happier home.
DHI, happier home. छुट्टै छ है।
अब इन्डिया रोमिङ झनै सजिलो। इन्डियामा हुँदा इन्डियन लोकल नम्बरमा कल मात्र 8 रुपैयाँ 88 पैसा प्रति मिनेट। बेस्ट बोर्डर रोमिङ प्याक रु 100 देखि सुरु। डाउनलोड एनसेल एप नाउ or dial *123#.
Himsta for a complete home.
सुजल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल।
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Himsta for a complete home.
Neoco world-class range of solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys र gas hobs ले तपाई र तपाईको घरको पूर्ण रूपमा केयर गर्छ किनकि नियोले बुझेको छ your way of quality living.
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश, यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश।
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
तिमलाई गुलाब साह्रै मन पर्छ है अनि चन्दनको सुगन्धले मनलाई शान्त र पवित्र बनाउँछ।
मङ्गलदीप गुलाब चन्दन पूजा अगरबत्ती।
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश, यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश।
Himsta for a complete home.
विदेश घुमघामको फन एनसेल रोमिङले थप्छ छन्। बेस्ट रोमिङ प्याक्स रु 100 देखि सुरु। बेस्ट 28 डेज रोमिङ प्याक मात्र रु 2499 मा। डाउनलोड एनसेल एप नाउ or dial *123#.
Himsta for a complete home.
I dare to express myself freely. I dare to aim with precision. I dare to explore new paths, fueled by ambition and unshakable focus. I dare to imagine a world where innovation isn't just a concept, but a reality. I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश, यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश।
नयाँ पुस्ताका सपनाहरू थाहै नपाइकन आफ्ना सपनाहरू बनिसकेका हुन्छन्। ती सपनाहरूलाई पूरा गर्नुहोस्, खुलेर जिउनुहोस्। सानीमा रिलायन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स खुलेर जियौं।
सुजल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल।
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौ।
तिमलाई गुलाब साह्रै मन पर्छ है, अनि चन्दनको सुगन्धले मनलाई शान्त र पवित्र बनाउँछ।
मङ्गलदीप गुलाब चन्दन पूजा अगरबत्ती।
Himstar for a complete home.
तिमलाई गुलाब साह्रै मन पर्छ है, अनि चन्दनको सुगन्धले मनलाई शान्त र पवित्र बनाउँछ।
मङ्गलदीप गुलाब चन्दन पूजा अगरबत्ती।
नियोको वर्ल्ड क्लास रेन्जको सोलर वाटर हिटर्स, वाटर प्युरिफायर्स, चिम्नीज र ग्यास हब्सले तपाईँ र तपाईँको घरको पूर्ण रूपमा केयर गर्छ, किनकि नियोले बुझेको छ योर वे अफ क्वालिटी लिभिङ।
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश, यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश।
Wishing you all a happier home.
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है।
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation.
Good diving stop on the edge of the circle, might be Naren Saud there. Andrew Leonard here with you. I'm delighted to have Manali Patel join me for the first time today. Manali, this day almost defies description, doesn't it? It's quite something.
Thanks, Lenny. Quite something indeed. That's going to be the first runs off the bat. The bolts are off. And they're off in what should be a very difficult chase for them. It's a lot of runs on the board. They still need 184. But what a first innings it's been from the Royals. That opening partnership for the Royals, as good as it gets. Set the tone for the rest of it as well.
Yeah, I think the Malantha promotion back up to open is twofold. One, because it's such a large chase, required run rate over 9 right from the off. As Singh squares up Asif Sheikh, who does look shy of confidence. And then 2, it's the Harmeet Singh factor. He's bowled so well in the power play. They want that left-hand, right-hand combination to try and counteract his threat.
Didn't pick up any wickets in the last outing, but he bowled 4 overs for just 13 runs, Harmeet Singh. He really hold the one end down.
Nice pick-up shot. Maybe a sign of things to come. Nearly goes all the way, but instead it will be the first Super 4 powered by Ncell 4G of the chase as Malantha picks that length up beautifully.
The bolts need him to fire today, and he starts well. Pulled away, just a tad too short from Harmeet Singh, and he's quick to rock onto that back foot. It's another Super 4 by Ncell, and a 1 bounce over the rope.
Slight change in the field as the Man who is out in the deep comes from deep backward square, comes to deep mid-wicket. That's the captain. Yeah, I'm a big believer in momentum, Manali, in T20 cricket, and if there's one thing the Bolts can take, they really restricted Sudurpaschim very well in the final 5. 41 runs, which is already a good result, but also, rather remarkably, 5 wickets too. 7 come from the first over. The Bolts, 7 for none.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है
Himsta for a complete home.
East of Kathmandu and further down towards the border with India. So many have travelled a long, long way to be here today. Scott Kugelheim will want his crown back at the top of the table. He'll need 2 wickets to go past Raj Banchi to end as the tournament's leading wicket taker. Don't think anyone else close to in the mix in these 2 teams, although a special mention for Mahato's 13 wickets in the tournament, rounding out his excellent efforts with the ball. And good news is he's got his shirt back on his back, number 42. Lovely cover drive, that'll be 4. Sparkling start from Malantha.
That's one way to face Kugelheim. He's been quick. And why not take the pressure back onto him? Malantha, he's looking good. This time coming down the track, and he did very well, just waited until the length was right for him and placed it right in the gap. That's for education kits to school kids, thanks to the Ensel Foundation for every 4 that's hit.
Yeah, what an impact that will have. We've seen basically every one of the 8 franchises announce CSR initiatives, and very much this Nepal Premier League has been about more than cricket, hasn't it? Changing the lives of people across the country for the better.
You've always got to love cricket with a cause. Because yes, the sport is fun, but the impact that it can have is massive, and why not use that impact to bring positive change?
.643 of them in this tournament in terms of 4s hit. Hundreds and hundreds of 6s and endless entertainment.
Well, you had a really good chat with Paras Khadka as well, and I love the vision that he has. It's not a 1-year thing, it's not a 2-year thing. He's thinking long term, where he can take this, how we can grow the sport, and how it can impact overall in Nepal.
Yeah, and I think sometimes you'll see broadcasts around the world and you say, oh, do they really believe what they're saying? This has exceeded every expectation, not by a bit, by a distance. Cricket on the pitch, fans in the crowd, fans online, fans on TV. It's been the talk of the country, this tournament.
Yeah, and you bring up a really good point. You hear a lot of things out there, but the thing that's really a standout for me, every time I've had a chat with Paras, is there is a passion there. And I suppose he's played this sport, he's played it for his country, and he can see, he's seen other parts of the world, he can see where Nepal needed it most, and he along with his team have come out with a standout product.
That will fill Asif Sheikh full of confidence. He is shy of runs, but he is a class player. That's his first boundary.
It's a decent start from the Bolts here, as Scott Kugelheim gets a little bit of away movement, but that's placed well, just opens the face and lets the pace of Kugelheim do all the work as that flies for another boundary.
Yeah, simply too full, wasn't it? And punished Taking the aerial route by Asif Sheikh. Drags the length back, Sheikh early on the stroke, if anything. 2 in the book, 16 for none.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
आफ्ना हरेक चिन्ताहरू अब हामीलाई छोडिदिनुस्। तपाईको भोलिको भरपर्दो साथी सानीमा रिलायन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स खुलेर जियौं।
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
बाजुपन सम्बन्धी कुनै पनि समस्या समाधानका लागि सम्झनुहोस् हार्दिक IVF and Fertility Center, सिनामङ्गल, काठमाडौँ।
32 games, all at the same venue, inside what, about a 22-23 day period, as Dipender Singh Ari is going to bring himself into the attack. Not just the Cannes staff, the volunteers, there's so many volunteers here, and the curators, many of whom live at the venue. Maybe they've saved their best pitch for the final. It's a really good one, as Irie will come round the wicket. The rarest of things, put that into a museum. A misfield from the Tiger.
A decent start, going at 9.5 runs and over. Partnership starting to build, and they want to make sure that required run rate is in check the entire time. Ilantha, 2 fours, as this is swept away. And this is what they needed, the Bolts. They needed this positive start. Wickets in hand, runs on the board. Dipender Singh Irie, the Tiger. He's going to want to have an impact here.
I've spent this whole 3 or 4 weeks answering questions as to which team I'm supporting. I'll say it one final time. No one team. I'm supporting all the teams here in the commentary box. Always do. But I will say one thing. I wouldn't mind seeing Dipender get a wicket, because we might. This one pierces the gap. Little short, little wide. And guided away for 4 more. Malantha has started brightly.
Tried to play the shot. It's been a couple of short and wide deliveries from Dipender Singh Irie, and this is well placed. Waited on it. Had a really good base. And he gets it in front to point.
And the little arm ball that comes back in. The reason I wouldn't mind him getting a wicket, though, is just purely for 2 reasons. The noise around this ground will be outrageous, and I reckon the somersault might come out again.
Do you know if he's ever tried gymnastics? That was very impressive.
Multi-talented, no doubt. Slog swept. Gets a good piece of it, gets it all the way. The chase is very much well and truly on here. Bolts off to a flying start. It's 29 for none.
मेरो नम्बर मेरै चोइस आफुलाई मन पर्ने नम्बर छानेर लिनुहोस् खेलाडीलाई तताउने चक्का चक्का चिच्याउने स्टेडियम गुन्जाउने fan जहाँ पनि रम्पम छँदैछ नि रम्पम छँदैछ नि
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
They're starting to bat better, and remember, Jimmy Neesham's still to come.
We got a hold of this one, Asif Sheikh. Put away for a maximum.
Four more. Real roars around this ground, showing just how many Janakpur fans are here too. A flying start powered by Malantha.
The radar's off here for the bowling. Scott Kugeline, too far down leg, and it's helped all the way. Couple bounces, 4 runs, and it's also dented that sign.
There's a huge amount of cricket to play here, but if this goes close and if the Bolts end up winning, Sudurpaschim will have lost it at points in their batting. It was chaotic, it was frenetic, it was frantic. It didn't need to be. They should have cantered to 200 plus.
Especially with the start that they did. The start with that partnership was incredible. But you got to hand it to the Bolts bowlers, where they've just pulled that momentum back in their favour. And they're keeping neck and neck as well.
Good diving stop. It's 4 runs saved by Saif Zaib, who batted so well in that 117 run opening partnership. Yes, no doubt credit to the bowlers, but I just thought some of the batting approach outside of the openers, well, it was at times crazy. It was just almost too aggressive, hyper aggressive.
And that's a conversation we've spoken about, haven't we? Knowing to know when to be calm, when to breathe, not entering panic mode.
4 more, overpitched, low full toss, sometimes difficult to put away. Malantha deals with it perfectly.
Too short and down leg with the first boundary. And this time it's too full and on the offside. It's going to pick up another 4 runs, and Malantha may just have found his form again. Good time to find it in the final.
Not sure if he's looking for the Yorker here or what length he's attempting to bowl. There's a great old saying in sport, play the game, not the occasion. Over the last 12-15 overs across the 2 innings, the Royals have been guilty of playing the occasion. They've got carried away. They need to rein things back. They need to get a grip of this game. Keeps going like this, the Bolts could make light work of this chase.
Well, wide. Scott Kuggeleijn has been guilty of bowling quite a few wides in the past. This time a bit too far down leg, and it's good to see Brandon McMullen come and have a quick chat with him. 2 boundaries have come off the over, now a wide. That means an additional ball. Required run rate 9 runs and over, and Malantha's off to a flyer.
Change of angle over the wicket now. Same result. In fact, not just 1 wide, it will be 3 wides to the total. Saud has to do the fielding. Got to remember, 8 games up to today for the Royals. McMullen opened the bowling in 6 of them. The reason he's not here, it's that left-hand, right-hand combination that's causing Kuggeleijn problems too.
Turning out to be a lengthy over. 6 deliveries bowled already. They've still got 2 more legal deliveries to go. And the runs are coming in the form of extras, aiding this run chase.
Pick up pull shot, slightly shorter side, all the way. They are cruising here, the Bolts. What a start.
This is the issue. You bowl the wide, not only are you giving the extra run, but you give that extra delivery that's going to go for more runs. That's exactly what happens here. Bit too short, it's sat up nicely. Malantha did very well to pull that, knowing there was a fielder in the deep, and just gets enough. Cheering them on, the skipper, and he knows he needs to find a breakthrough soon. Doesn't want to give the liberty of the same sort of start with the bat to the Bolts as his side had.
He may be cheering them on, but it's carnage out there. Panic, chaos, another change in angle. Where have the basic plans gone for the Royals? Well, that should have been 4 more, barring the big right boot, the size 12s of Scotty Kuggeleijn. And lovely to see Malantha check on the bowler's welfare. He is all right. It's 48 for none.
सुजल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब
Ev almanın en kolay yolu nedir? Ev almanın en kolay yolu ev almanın.
Araba almanın en kolay yolu nedir? En kolay yolu
Ev almanın en kolay yolu nedir? Ev
almanın en kolay yolu.
Herkes bu soruların cevabını arıyor. Oysa cevabı başka bir yerde. Daha internet yokken 1991 yılında tüm bu soruların yanıtını veren
Scott Kugelheim had an expensive last over. Did well to get a boot there, but I was quite worried he might take a serious injury. Cut away in the gap, and it's going to be more runs. This time it's Asif Sheikh, and he picks up a boundary off Dipendra Singh Airi.
In the 50s up in just 26 legal deliveries. It's short, it's only a fraction wide, but it's wide enough. And a precision piece of placement. Hit it at the umpire, Sheikh will have said. It's exactly what he did. It finds the gap beautifully. This game will slip through the Royals' fingers if they don't turn it around quickly. It's well and truly game on in the grand final.
Oh, he struggled to find his line and length. This time a little bit better, a bit tighter, allows for no room to swing, but just too short.
Third time the El Clasico's ever been played. Slog swept again. Not out of the middle, but more than enough. And oh, a big chance. At a Kalti.com crowd catch. I'm not sure it's a clean one. Has 25,000 rupees just slipped through their fingers.
Tees off. Slog swept. And Asif Sheikh goes a long way. Kalti.com, our official ticketing sponsor. For every crowd catch, they give $25,000. Correction, rupees.
$25,000. Yo! Where are we going? Where are we heading?
The crowd for that one, I think.
I think you're already half on the plane home, thinking of those Canadian dollars. I'll tell you something, there's not a harder crowd catch in the world than here today, because it is packed to the heavens. And this little break in play may benefit the Royals. They have got the ball back. But I'll tell you, the Bolts in full control of this chase. Pupuru Dasanayake and his charges at it somehow again. Two absolute hammerings the two times these sides have met. Yeah, I'm not giving that one, I'm sorry. I'd love to say 25,000 rupees, not clean. Oh, glorious. Asif Sheikh at his vintage best. The Bolts in full control. They're well ahead. It's 63 for none.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs ले बुझेको छ. Your way of quality living.
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजो.
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
After 5, Royals are nowhere next to where the Bolts are, and they've just dished out some magnificent hitting. HD Ackerman alongside me. HD, absolute carnage in the middle.
It's been a brilliant response from the Bolts. Let's bear in mind that this 6th over went for 16 runs for when the Royals were at the wicket. Because at the end of the power play, they were 48 without loss. Abhinash Bahara now, a little medium pacer with little variations. But they're well on top here, the Bolts, but an enormity of a way to go.
Yeah, Bohra has been introduced. He's been the partnership breaker as far as Nepal is concerned. Yeah, but got to really give it to these batters. Put the pressure back on the fielding side, and on a surface like this, actually, you ideally want to back yourself.
I think also they've been very, very smart in that we've seen Malanta be aggressive, but as soon as Dipendra Singh Eri came on with his off-spin, Malanta just knocked it for a single and said to the right-hander, he's your man. And so they've just done their matchups really, really cleverly.
Yeah, much like how Binod Bhandari and Saif Ali Zeb played their cricket early on, farming the strike, taking the strike to the left-arm spinner, the off-spinner. Yeah, he's the sight to watch today. He's the sight to behold in full flow. Asif, the captain, is saying, it's time to make it count.
You talk about leading from the front. You might give words of inspiration as a captain, but I tell you what, when you play an innings like this, your team tend to follow you.
Everything right about that shot. Looked to play straight, didn't try to overhit it. Good follow through of the bat. He's looking $1 million this afternoon, is Asif Sheikh, the captain. And this partnership worth 68. You can sense the pressure for the boys in yellow as well. 184 in a big final when you're chasing after losing the toss, asked to field first. Wow, it's a good turnaround and response by the Bolts.
What they've done so well is when you have a big run chase, is the required run rate can get out of hand very quickly, because you walk in a couple of quiet overs against the new ball and suddenly look at the scoreboard and you're needing 10, 11, 12 for a long period of time.
He's mistimed this one. Will this be an opportunity? Just falls ahead of the fielder. You've got to chance your luck in a chase like this. And Asif is ready to take on the bowlers as well.
So what they've done well here is they've been aggressive from the word go, and they've almost got ahead of the run chase. The required run rate is just 8 to the over, and you rightly point out, it's a brilliant, brilliant surface for batting. It's extremely hard work to bowl on here.
Good delivery. Yeah, and that's why you... Oh, this is ordinary cricket. Needless throw. Extra run conceded. Bowl says thank you very much. And that's why you have to go back to the innings of the Royals as well. 117 for no loss to 184 for 9. They lost 9 wickets for 66 runs, HD.
Not required, as you say. A little error from the keeper, but no harm, no foul. No one's going to run. And then this happens. And when you're in a final, in the end it comes down to very, very small margins. Yeah, look, they lost a lot of wickets, but they still were scoring at a decent rate. You know, 180, we can't look past it and go, well, you know, how many were they short? Because they had the platform to try and accelerate. Every batter that walked in was trying to hit the ball out the ground. Yep. Maybe they could turn around and say we should have got 200, but 180, they'll take that.
He's looked good this afternoon, Milanta. Started off the campaign for the Bolts with 70 unbeaten runs, and today as well looking good on 34 not out. What a power play it's been for the Bolts. They've ruled in